Crime insurance is a very important insurance coverage for businesses. It covers things like employee dishonesty, credit card fraud, forgery, even disappearance and destruction of property and other types of theft. Um, some businesses may have a trustworthy employee. They may have feel like they have good internal and external protections in place for their businesses. But it doesn't matter the size of the business. Every business is subject to a possible fraud loss. As a matter of fact, smaller businesses are more susceptible to this. The Association of Certified Fraud Examiners, as a matter of fact, has determined that a typical fraud can have a loss of about $8,300 a month and take as long as 12 months to be discovered. Also, the fact is that smaller businesses have a larger average theft loss when it comes to employee fraud, and the average loss is $150,000. There are other types of fraud that we include. As I mentioned, check forgery. We had a client that sent us a check just last week for $1,900.58, and certainly we thought we would get it, but what happened was it was stolen out of a post office box, and the thieves changed the amount to $16,500.58. They left the 58 cents. That is a forgery claim. We also had a client that demanded that we change carriers on renewal because of a billing issue. So we did, and then about 2 weeks later, the insured called and said they had a trusted employee who had been stealing from them. So the insured said, well, we gave this employee another chance. But then a couple of weeks later, he called back and said, oh my gosh, we found out she had been stealing from us for a long period of time, over a year. So what would happen with a crime policy if that employee was able to continue working? What would happen if we had to report a claim? Some of it on the current carrier, some on the prior carrier. How does that work? We'll find out all of those different things in this crime insurance class. So what I would ask you to do is pay attention to the learning objectives, the knowledge checks, and hopefully you can learn quite a bit about this very important coverage, crime insurance.